hundreds of millions of Americans know.
Why do our elected
really
officials
wrong.
put us at such
We
risk?
can't survive $20
Nothing can be
trillion
sacred.
of outstanding public
We must
debt.
balance the budget now.
It's going bankrupt if it's not bankrupt already.
If we don't fix it now,
Some of the wisest people we saw knew that it would change forever.
We broadcast here from Fort Collins, Colorado, but this is a message for the whole nation. Colorado legalized pot last year, and in January of this year it took effect. It's a total disaster. You have to ask yourself, where are the adults? What has happened to the fabric of society where adults are walking around telling kids it's okay to smoke pot? We do it, and you can do it when you get to be 21. The results are disastrous. We know that pot is 5 times stronger with the THC content than it was when they were toking it at Woodstock in the 60s. We know that young brains of teenagers are vastly different than adults. And we know from studies that smoking pot as a teenager can affect your IQ lower, significantly lower for the rest of your life, subjugating bright kids to jobs that they don't want to have. I was reading an article in in Mesa County, a guy named Mr. Dillon, who's a resource counselor. He's talking about middle school kids, that's 7th graders, folks, walking in with half an ounce of pot recently. The expulsion rate for high school kids is going through the roof in Colorado. There's an analyst who's recommending Southwest Airlines as a stock to buy because Colorado will be a place to go as a destination so you can just smoke pot. But what about the kids? It's bad enough that we've told them we don't care about the debt we're loading on their shoulders that they can't pay back of $211 trillion. But the greatest generation in the greatest republic ever found can't be telling kids it's okay to smoke dope. Listen, I'm not for throwing everybody smoking dope in the jail for 20 years. I don't much care what you do in your house. But when we tell people it's legal, the ramifications are that kids think it's okay. They're doing it more, they're getting kicked out of school more, there'll be less of them at college, they won't be as bright, there's going to be more problems. There's a 114% increase in fatalities already due to marijuana in Colorado. How much more do you think it's going to be in the next 2 years? Stop. Think if you're living in another state. Don't let it happen there. They're going to be getting all kinds of revenue in Colorado, and that's why they're going to try to keep it. But sometimes, folks, it ain't about the money. It's about the kids and about the morals of our society and what holds it together.